Hi everyone! Super nice that you're here joining me for this shoulder neck class. We tend to keep so much tension in the shoulders and the neck, so we just give it a little bit of extra attention in this class. So I hope you have a yoga mat, maybe some props like a blanket, some blocks, and it's very nice maybe to have a yoga belt as well. I see my yoga belt there, so I'm just going to take it. Whoop. And here I am again. So if you don't have a yoga belt, then maybe a sock or an old t-shirt will do as well. I'm not sure if we're going to use it, but it's always nice to have it with you, especially when we're working on the shoulders. So, just in case, we have that. So let's start with a meditation. So come and sit in a comfortable seated posture. Any seated posture, what suits your body is fine. And then closing the eyes. And then take a couple of deep breaths in and out. Really feel the air stream entering your body, making its way throughout your body. And then leaving the body again. And then maybe just move your neck a little bit, but very slow. So micro move your neck, your chin to the chest, and then the chin a bit towards the ceiling. And then one ear to the shoulder, and then the other ear a bit to the shoulder, but nothing rigid, no strong or big movements. If you want, you can also make very small circling movements with the neck. Just to acknowledge how much tension there is present at the moment. How is your neck feeling? And then we move towards the shoulders, but very slow. So it's part of the meditation. So you're still in your meditation, but you're very conscious, moving your shoulders a bit to the front, to the back. Free flow. So just how you like to move your shoulders. Maybe you pull them all the way up to the ears one time and then guide them slowly back. Maybe squeeze the shoulder blades a bit. And then slowly make this very gentle neck and shoulder movements come to an end and find more stillness in your meditation. See if you can softening the forehead, softening the eyes, the eyebrows, the skin around your eyes. Softening the cheeks. Maybe make some funny movements with your mouth, your jaw. And then relax the cheeks, the jaw, the mouth, the lips. And softening the throat area. And be very grateful for this moment you created yourself, that you don't have to communicate to anyone but yourself. So the throat area is the place of the 5th chakra, which is related to also neck problems. So in a spiritual way, sometimes you can just wonder if you have a lot of neck pain, if you're maybe holding back to things you would like to say and you're not saying, or maybe the other way around, maybe you're talking too much and actually you prefer or you wished you had maybe just didn't say it all. So it can be an out of balance also from this energy there. So to be silent and to meditate and to show your gratefulness and thankfulness to we actually have the possibility to be quiet. It's a very powerful start of your class. And from here, see if you can bring your attention a bit more towards your sitting bones. Root yourself down. Feel how you've been carried. Feel the support. Maybe the support of your meditation pillow or the floor or anything where you're resting on. And now allow yourself to become more and more heavy towards the earth. And from that heaviness, from the base of the spine on your next inhale, you can find more and more length, as if you're growing up taller. And then you keep that length, but on an exhale you release any tension of the body you might still feel. And then from here, bringing both hands in Namaste prayer pose, Anjali Mudra. Pressing the left hand towards the right and the right hand towards the left. And pressing the thumb towards your heart area and pressing your heart area towards your thumbs. So sit up really tall and straight and soft and relax at the same time. From here, slowly bow your head towards your heart. And set your own personal wish or your personal intention. So doing this is always realizing that yoga is a very personal spiritual practice. Literally, no one on this planet really knows what's going on in your life. So practicing to be true to yourself and practicing setting pure intentions before the class is also a very powerful tool we're using in the yoga practice. Very slowly lifting up the head. And let's start with 3 ohms this class. So you're more than welcome to just listen. You're more than welcome to join, to really vibrate the sound into your belly, into your chest, into your throat. So wherever you are, exhale. Inhale deep. And then again, lowering down your head again towards your heart, and if you like, dedicate your practice. Very slowly opening up the eyes. If you like to change your seat, then go for that. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms up. Keep that length and only lowering down the arms, but very conscious, as if you're pushing something very heavy down. Inhale, really find that length by pushing also the sitting bones back towards the floor. Pull the navel in and push something heavy down. Your arms are very active. Inhale, really find the length on the side of the body. Now stay here, interlock the fingers, and then see if you can bring the palms towards the ceiling as much as it goes. And try to straighten the arms as much as it goes. Pull the shoulder blades a little bit down. So it's very firm pose, but try to keep some kind of relaxation in your shoulders as well. Stay here and breathe. Pull the navel in. And then release and twist over towards the right. We're going to place the right hand behind us. The left arm comes on top of the thigh of your right leg. Inhale really deep, finding length into the spine. And exhale, twist over towards the right. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the face. And pull the navel in and try to put your two sitting bones really firm into the floor or onto the block or pillow if you sit on something. And then lifting up the right arm and come into a side stretch here. And then bringing the right arm towards the left leg. And then cross the arms and really round the spine. Bring the chin towards your arms as well. And see if you can open up the shoulder blades so the shoulder blades move away from each other. You can really pull the navel in and make the front of your body hollow as a cave. And then slowly release. Take a deep breath in, really opening up the arms again, interlace the fingers. Now take the other interlock, so the other pinky finger on the outside, and then bring the palms up again and straighten the arms as much as it goes. See if you can bring the palm towards the sky, shoulders down, pull the navel in and breathe. And then slowly release, and then come into a twist towards the left. This time the left hand is behind you, the right arm on top of the left thigh. Every inhale finding more length, and every exhale twist a tiny little bit deeper. And maybe make some funny faces. Release tension in the jaw. Tension in the jaw can also be part of any neck complaints and shoulder complaints. Okay, lifting up the left arm and come into a side stretch. Very good. Then bringing that left arm all the way over towards your right leg, crossing the arms, and again, rounding the spine. Shoulder blades really moving away. Maybe lean even a little bit more backwards, pull the navel in, front of the body, hollow as a cave. And then slowly come out. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms up, interlace the fingers, stretch it out, breathe. Release and come to the twist to the right again. Inhale deep, exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Lifting up the right arm to the right ear, come into a side stretch. Second time, always feels already a bit different. And then come into that cross arms, forward fold. Really pull the shoulder blades away from each other. And then from here, sit up straight, eagle arm pose. If you want, just stay here, elbows into each other. And then pressing the back of the hands towards each other. Or maybe you want to go further, placing the palms together. See if you can bring your elbows a bit up. The shoulders down and the hands away from your face. Breathe into your shoulders here. Really breathe into that tension of your upper back, shoulders. And then when you're here, see if you can bring your right ear to the right shoulder. And then the left ear to the left shoulder. And then slowly release. Inhale, reach your arms up, take the other interlock. Palms up, stretch, 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 stretch. And release, twist over towards the left. Inhale deep and exhale, twist. Lifting up the left arm close to the left ear or to the direction of your left ear. And then give yourself a nice side stretch here. And then come into that cross-armed forward fold. Moving your hands maybe a bit apart, shoulder blades really apart, round, chin to the chest. And then slowly come up into eagle arms. Maybe you're staying here with your palms facing each other, or the back of the hands, sorry. Or you bring your palms together. Inhale, see if you can lift up your elbows a bit higher. Exhale, pull the shoulder blades down. Hands away from your face and really breathe into your shoulders here. And then bringing the left ear towards the left shoulder. Maybe just a tiny little bit. And then bringing the right ear towards the right shoulder. Very slowly. And don't push if you feel a lot of tension. Hold back. You don't have to go through it. And then slowly come out of this pose, placing both hands on top of the knees. And again, just make some nice shoulder rolls here. And if you want, you can also go to the other direction. So I just went forwards and backwards, and I will go backwards and forward. And you can also alternate. So one shoulder at a time, moving backwards and moving forwards. And now it's really time to come out of this seated posture. Maybe your legs are sleeping, or is it very uncomfortable? Maybe you already changed, that's okay. And then you can just straighten out the legs and just rub them a little bit. Just say hello to your legs, say hello to your knees, maybe massage a little bit your thighs. By the way, I'm back doing massage again, so if you're in a need for massage, it's allowed to do it again, so it's nice. And so I can do the massage here in this beautiful hotel. Not in this living room, but in another room. Anyway, so really feel your body, feel your legs. How are your legs feeling? What have you been doing today? Are your legs feeling tired? Restless? Is it difficult for you to feel your legs? Is it easy to feel your legs? And then maybe if you want, you can lean a little bit backwards. You can also just stay here to sit. I like to place my hands behind me. And then I'm going to just push my toes away. And then I'm going to push my heels away. I'm going to push my toes away, and I'm going to push my heels away. Toes, heels, toes, heels. And then I'm going to make circling movements with my ankle. And I'm really putting my focus into the ankle. All kind of directions, moving clockwise, anti-clockwise. Moving the toes. See if you can only move your big toe. Only the second toe. Only the third toe. Only the fourth toe. And the little toe. Okay, then move your legs over towards the right. It's like we're in mermaid pose. And then you bring your left hand behind you, and you're gonna really reach with your right arm as if you want to reach something you just cannot reach. And you really feel the side stretch, and you're gonna elongate throughout your whole right arm. And then you come back. You're going to straighten the legs again, and now your legs are going to the other direction. And then you're going to place your right hand behind you, and now you're going to reach with your left arm. Really feel that length, feel opening on the side of the body, feeling a stretch maybe in your arm, and then slowly come back, straighten, other side. Reach, elongate. And come back, straighten, and bend the knees. Right hand behind you, lengthening throughout your left arm. And just 2 more times, straighten, bend, reach. Straighten, bend, and reach. And then slowly from here come into an all fours position, hands and knees. And then we're just going to move a little bit the hands. So I'm moving now my fingers towards the side of the mat. Maybe let's stay here for a moment, and then just move your whole body in nice, slow, circling movements, parallel towards the floor. And then the other way around, other direction. And then you can also do it with the fingers pointed towards the knees. And then very slow movement, circling movement. This can be really intense. Other way around. And then slowly come back towards an all fours position. Take a deep breath in, arching the spine, look up. And exhale, rounding a couple of times, cat and cow pose. Here you go, yes. You know this pose. Cat and cow, rounding and arching. And then slowly come back. Then see if you can keep your knees on the floor. And we're just maybe place the hands a tiny little bit more away from you so you can come forward, tiny little bit. And then we're just gonna make about 10 little small push-ups. You don't have to go to the floor. It's only tiny little bit like this, only till here. Very, very tiny movement. And then you come up. So it's 1, 2, just strengthening and stabilize those shoulders here. 3, 4, so I'm going forward and down, but tiny little bit. So I'm sinking just really a couple of centimeters, or maybe even a couple of millimeters. Now I lost my counting, but I think this is maybe 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and just for a moment, release the hands, release the wrists, release the shoulders. So we're gonna do one more funky warm-up thingy. It's like very good for your core stability, but it's also good to stabilize this shoulder movement and to really feel how your shoulders and your neck is reacting. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pretend we're going to downward facing dog, but we're not going to there. So we're tucking the toes and we're just lifting up the knees tiny little bit so the spine stays more or less parallel towards the floor. And then I'm gonna lift up my right leg tiny little bit, just a little bit, and then I'm lifting up my left arm. And down, lifting up the left leg, lifting up the right arm. Couple of times here. Right leg, left arm. Try not to move too much with the hip, so the hip stays relatively in the same line. And it probably also really looks funny. So, very good. Go on. Stabilize your body. Feeling the power, the strength. And 2 more times. And then release for a moment into child pose with your arms to the back so your shoulders can really release, your hands, your wrist. A couple of deep breaths here. Arriving back towards your mat. Inviting relaxation. Inviting softness. And then very slowly come back up to hands and knees. And this time we do going to downward facing dog. So tucking the toes, spreading the fingers wide. And slowly see if you can lift up your sitting bones while pressing your shoulders away from your wrist. Finding length into the spine. And keep your knees bent for a moment. And then bend both knees almost touching the floor and see if you can press your heart towards your knees. And then maybe straighten out the legs a tiny little bit, bend them again really deep, pressing your upper body. Your ribs should be able to touch your thighs here. And straighten out again without bringing your shoulders more forward. So it's just a bending of the knees and a straightening of the knees, but a tiny movement. So it's not completely, bending you can really bend, but it's not completely straightening of the legs. But bending you can really fully bend, bending both knees, and feel that there's not so much change into the spine and your arms. Your arms are just straight, steady. So the knees, they have some freedom to move here, bending. Okay, and then pedal on your place so you can bend one knee, walk the dog, straighten the other leg, and make that contact with the calf muscles, Achilles tendon, maybe your hamstrings here. Keep pressing the fingertips into the floor firm, relaxing the head, relaxing the neck. And then bend both knees, look between your hands slowly, step by step, all the way to the front of your mat. And then just hang here into a forward fold. If you want, you can bend your knees, rest your arms on top of the knees. Or hold the opposite elbow and just hang here. Allow the body, the front of the body, the upper body really to become heavy. And then slowly release the elbows, slowly one vertebrae at a time. We slowly come up. And then you come to the front of your mat, hands in front of your heart. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And take a deep breath in, reach your arms up. And on an exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, the right leg back, lowering down that right knee. And then move into your low lunge, reaching your arms up and sink into the hips. From here, interlace the fingers behind your back. So you can always use your sock or your belt if interlocking your fingers behind your back, it just doesn't feel good. So a little bit of distance gives you probably the same opening as some people feel when they have their hands interlocked. So really inhale, opening up the chest. Exhale, sink a tiny little bit deeper. See if you can straightening the arms and relax your jaw, relax your neck. And then release and step back into your downward facing dog. On an inhale, come to a high push-up plank. And on an exhale, lowering down the knees and slowly now come all the way down. Pull the navel in. And then placing your hands next towards your mat. Come high on the top of your fingers, elbows up. And the legs are super firm and straight. And they're active, so my knees are off the floor. So take a deep breath in, come up into this version of Cobra. And exhale, coming down. We're going to do this a couple of times. So in an inhale, I'm going to snake myself up like a wave. And on an exhale, I'm slowly coming back down. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale, up. And exhale, hands under your shoulders. Now over your knees, you can push yourself back up, tucking the toes. Pull the navel in, strong arms, strong core, back into downward facing dog. Lifting up the right leg and bringing that right foot all the way forward in between your hands. And then lowering down your left knee. And then come up into your low lunge, other side. Breathe. So for the back foot, it's both okay. You can keep your left toes tucked under. You can also relax it, whatever feels good for you, for your body. And then interlace the fingers again behind your back, or take your belt or sock. Inhale, really opening. Exhale, straighten the arms, sink into your hips. And then slowly release. Now make a big step forward. Left foot goes forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, nose towards the knees. Inhale, float yourself up. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, the left foot goes back. Big step, lowering down that left knee. Low lunge. Reach your arms up. Now interlace the fingers. See if you can bring your palms up again. And straighten the arms out. Shoulder blades a bit down. Breathe. And release. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come to a high push-up plank. Exhale, lowering down the knees. Slowly come all the way down. Strong legs, hands next to you, outside the mat, on the tip of the tip fingers. Inhale, snake yourself up. And exhale, release. Inhale, feel the space in the front of your body. And exhale. One more time. And bringing your hands under your shoulders and push yourself up to downward facing dog. Lifting up the left leg, bringing that left foot in between your hands, lowering down that right knee, low lunge. Interlock the fingers. Now take the other interlock again, bringing the palms up as much as it goes, straightening the arms as much as it goes, and breathe. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the neck. And then slowly release, bringing the hands back down to the floor, tucking the right toes and step forward with your right foot. Inhale, halfway up, and exhale, nose towards the knees. Inhale, float yourself up, and exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Lifting up the right leg and bringing that right foot all the way forward in between your hands and come up into a high lunge. Reach your arms up, find your balance. 4 times, angel wings. Inhale, exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, opening up the elbows, down and around. Inhale. Exhale. I love this. This feels so good. The opening of the upper body while balancing. Really nice. Let's do one more. And then bringing the arms up. The left heel goes down. We're opening up the hip into a warrior 2 pose. Take a deep breath in, reverse warrior. And on an exhale, come back, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. And on an exhale, come back, warrior 2. 2 more times on your own. Breathe. Then come forward, placing the right arm on top of the right thigh. And the left arm goes over for this modification of side angle bend. Breathe, relaxing the neck. Maybe look down. And then bringing your left hand down to the floor. The left heel goes up. and then the right arm goes up. If this is not so comfortable, take your block or your book, place your left hand on top of something so you actually create a little bit more space for yourself. And then you can lift up your right arm. So this time bring the right arm all the way backwards to the direction of your left heel. Then go all the way down with your right hand. So we're making big circles. Really reach with your right arm forward and then up again. So the left hand is very steady and firm while the right arm is making big circle movements. Big circling movements. The next time when your right arm is down, go the other direction. So first to the back, then up, and then to the front. One last circle here. Keep your left leg very active. Then place both hands down and then step back into your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, come to a high push-up plank. And exhale, lowering down with or without the knees, your choice. Take a deep breath in for cobra or upper facing dog. And on an exhale, press yourself back, downward facing dog. Lifting up the left leg, bringing that left foot forward in between your hands and come up into your high lunge. 4 times, angel wings, go for it, breathe. Really feel the shoulder blades moving. Feel the humerus, the forearm or the upper arm moving really into the shoulder socket. And then after 4 times, we can meet each other into a warrior 2 pose. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale back into your warrior. Inhale, reverse, or they call it also the peaceful warrior, because the arms are like a sword. And here we are just turning the sword towards the sky, meaning that we're not gonna kill our enemies. Okay, one last time, and then come into first warrior 2 again, then move forward, finding length, placing the left arm on top of the left thigh, and then the right arm goes over the right ear. Breathe. And then bringing the right hand down if you want. Take that block or book again, and here we go into that twisted lunge again. So we're moving the arm first to the back, down and forward. Big circle movements. Nice circling movements of your left shoulder. And then the next time when your left arm is down, then turn over, turn the other direction. Really reach. Draw as big a circle as you've ever drawn with your left hand. And then make it your last, placing your left hand back to the floor and step back into your downward facing dog again. Take a deep breath in, come to a high push-up plank. Exhale, lowering down with or without the knees. Take a deep breath in for cobra or upper facing dog. And then press yourself back, downward facing dog. And then bring both knees to the floor, have a rest here. If you really want to give your neck and your shoulders a little bit of rest, you can bring your arms alongside your body. And then you can give yourself about 2 deep breaths here. Really inhale, feeling the expansion of your rib cage. On an exhale, allow yourself to just sink towards the earth. And then come back towards all fours, hands and knees. We're gonna do one twist here. Take a deep breath in, reach the right arm up. And on an exhale, bringing the right arm under the left arm. See if you can place your right shoulder towards the floor. And then you can bring either your left hand on top of the right hand. You can also just keep it in front of your face, especially when you feel like you're falling or you're tipping over. And then for some people, it's actually nice to straighten that left arm out. And bringing that left arm around you and grabbing your own right thigh. And for some people, it's actually nice to straighten that left leg out. It is possible. Just a variation. Okay, have one more breath here in this twist. And then slowly come out. And then we're going to go over immediately towards the other side. So we are back in all fours, lifting up the left arm. And then bringing that left arm under the right arm. Keep looking towards your own left hand. Placing the left shoulder down to the floor, your head. And then either place your right hand just in front of your face. It's actually really nice because you can focus more on the twist in your upper back. But placing the right hand on top of the left hand can maybe help you to twist even deeper. And then some of you can straighten the right arm up. How does that feel? Or move it behind your back and grabbing your left thigh. And then just as a variation, you can straighten that right leg as well. One last deep breath here. And then very slowly push yourself back up to all fours, hands and knees, tucking the toes, and come back into your downward facing dog. Lifting up the right leg, bringing that right foot all the way in between your hands, and come up into your high lunge. Bringing your left arm under, right arm over, coming to that eagle arm pose again. Bending the right knee, straightening the left leg. And see if you can lift up your shoulders, lift up your elbows, shoulders down, and small back bend here. Breathe. And then slowly release, opening up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And on an exhale, side angle bend. Let's do this a couple of times. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, side angle bend. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, side. One more time. Inhale, really feeling that length on the right side and feeling the length on the left side of the body. Left hand goes down, heel up, twist your lunge. Make two big circles with your right arm. Any direction is okay. And then step back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, come to a high push-up plank. Exhale, lowering down slowly with control. Inhale, strong legs. And exhale, press yourself back down, dog. Lifting up the left leg. Bringing that left foot in between your hands and come up into your high lunge. Right arm under. Left arm over, eagle arms. Bending your left knee. Straightening the right leg. Elbows up, shoulders down. Small back bend here. Breathe. Slowly come out, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, side angle bend. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, side angle bend. Inhale, lengthening the left side of the body. And actually exhale, lengthening the right side. One last time. And then stay here. Bringing the right hand down, right heel up, twist your lunge. 2 big circles. Draw the circles with your left arm. And then come back into your downward facing dog. Bringing the knees to the floor, now placing the elbows onto the floor. Hands are spread wide, or actually interlock them. It's, for most of us, a bit more comfortable for the shoulders. We're moving up into dolphin pose. So we're pressing the lower arms really firm into the floor. We're lifting up the hips, we're lifting up the pubic bone and the sitting bones. And I'm walking in a tiny little bit, but I'm pressing my heart towards my knees. So remembering when we were bending the knees in the beginning in down dog, see if you can do that, pressing your heart and then lift up again. You can stay here, pray for help, or lift up your right leg. Keep pressing your forearms into the floor, right leg down, lifting up the left. And slowly come back down, child pose. Arms alongside your body, breathe. And then very slowly come up. And then we're going to stay here into this hero pose. So if this is not comfortable, then maybe take some books. And then you can place them between your legs so you can really sit with your sitting bones onto, maybe you don't need it, maybe you can take a pillow. It's nice to sit on something. And then take a deep breath in, really bringing the arms overhead, interlock the fingers again, bringing the palms up. But we're here going to make a nice little dance with the upper body. Close your eyes. See if you can really bring your ribs to the left, to the front, to the right. So you're trying to dance with your rib cage here. And then the other way around. And then release. See if you can bring your palm, keep your hands interlocked, and see if you can really just round. And then arch. Round. And extend your spine. Okay, release. So we're going to go for the cow face pose. And this is maybe nice if you have a sock, a t-shirt, or a yoga belt. So lifting up the right arm, bend the right elbow, and see if you can bring with your left hand on top of your right elbow and give yourself that nice stretch in the forearm, or in the not the forearm, the upper arm of the right arm. So this is a very good stretch. So you can stay here. And of course, we are focusing on the arms, but don't forget the rest of the body. So pull the navel in, ribs in, finding length into the spine. So option 1, stay here. Option 2, release the left arm. The palm goes outside, and see then if you can bring it on the back of your body, and maybe you can grab your fingers and then stay here and breathe. If you cannot hold your hands, then take a belt or a sock, anything. You can also just grab your t-shirt or stay in the option with your left hand on top of your right elbow. So just a couple of more breaths here. then slowly release. Just for a moment, feel your shoulders, your hands, resting your hands, your arms. And then we go towards the other side. So lifting up the left arm, bend the left elbow, and then with your right hand you go on top of your left elbow and you actually push it a bit more up. You turn it a bit in, so not out but into the direction of your ear. And then you feel that stretch probably on the outside of your upper arm and shoulder. See if you can focus again onto your ribs, your belly. Really sit up straight. And maybe this is exactly where you want to stay. Otherwise, bringing your right arm behind you, palm away from you, and then see if you can move up. And your fingers may be touching, maybe not. It's all good. If you want, you can take the the belt. But it's not always necessary. Just if you feel a stretch, you're fine. Try not to lean too much backwards, or try not to arch the spine. Really stay firm into your front of your body. Okay, and then slowly we come out here. And again, just placing the hands somewhere to rest and feel the sensations of your shoulders, your neck, your hands, the wrists, the arms. And then from here, slowly come towards a laying position. Now I'm gonna give you some options here. If you actually really want to give your shoulders a bit of a rest, then maybe just lay down into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose, and just stay here. We're moving into Halasana and shoulder stand, which can be a really nice stretch for the neck and the shoulders, but it can also be a bit too much when you feel so much tension in your neck and your shoulders already. So just choose wisely. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the legs all the way over the head. Make sure you have enough space between the ears and the shoulders. And try not to look over towards the left and the right anymore. If your feet are touching the earth, you can also interlace the fingers behind your back. Scoop the shoulder blades even more towards each other. And if they're not touching the floor, I would really recommend to support your hands on the back. So you're just having the gravity a little bit different. And then from here, see if you can really, everyone bringing the hands towards the back. And then one leg at a time, see if you can lift your legs up. Legs are really active, 2 legs, become 1 leg. And look over your perfect body here. 4 more deep breaths. Inhale deep. Exhale. 3 more breaths. And then 1 last deep breath. We're going to go out the same way we got in. So we're slowly bringing the legs overhead. And bringing the hands back to the floor. And then slowly roll yourself out. Maybe your head will lift off the floor, that's totally fine. And then just stay here for a moment. If people are in laying Baddha Konasana, you maybe want to bring your knees back towards each other again, and the knees towards the chest, so then we're all together again. And then when you're here, just slowly look over towards the left, then look up, slowly look over towards the right. So really give yourself and your neck time to come out of this quite of intense stretch for this whole spine, so also the neck. So tension on itself, it's not a bad thing. We just need to balance things out. So when we feel the tension, we need to give it rest. And this is what we sometimes forget. We think we can push tension out with force or just relax. Okay, then slowly roll over towards, well, let's do a twist. That's a nice counter pose as well. So we can do a twist, bringing the knees towards the left and look over towards the right. Just a couple of breaths. So Matsyasana, fish pose, is a very common counter pose for shoulder stand. But a twist works really good as well. It's really opening up the throat again, and it gives you space in your upper body. And also for your neck, it's a nice stretch, or just keep it neutral and keep looking up towards the sky. You can even give yourself a nice neck massage here with your right hand. You can maybe just massage a little bit the side of your neck. It's a perfect place to do that. And slowly come back towards the center. Come to a twist over towards the other side. And then maybe now you use your left hand to massage the side of your neck here. Take one more deep breath in here. And then slowly come out. And then we move into a very well-deserved Shavasana. So straighten out the legs. Straighten out the arms. Take a deep breath in. Really out with a sigh. Moving the jaw. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the arms. So try really not to skip the Shavasana. It's really important. And give yourself this time to rest. Because if you feel any tension in the neck or in the shoulders, it's often a sign that it just needs rest. So make it yourself comfortable. Bringing the focus towards the body. Let the body become heavy. Every exhale, you can release a little bit more. Relaxing the feet and the toes, relaxing the legs and the knees, relaxing the buttocks and the hips, Relaxing the belly, the stomach. Relaxing the glutes and your lower back. Relaxing the lower spine, the mid spine, the upper spine. Relaxing the ribs, the front ribs, the side ribs, the back ribs. Relaxing the shoulders, the front and the back. Relaxing your arms and the elbows. Relaxing the forearms and the wrist. Relaxing the fingers, the hands. Relaxing the left arm. Relaxing the right arm. Relaxing the left leg. Relaxing the right leg. Relaxing the neck and the throat. And relaxing the skin of your face, forehead, the eyes, the temples, the cheeks, and the mouth, the nose, the lips. Relaxing the chin and the jaw. Relaxing the front of the body. And relaxing the back of the body. Relaxing the left side of the body. Relaxing the right side of the body. Relaxing your body as complete one. And slowly start to activate your breath again. Really send your breath to every cell of your body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, moving the wrists and the hands. And then reach your arms overhead. Give yourself a nice full stretch. And bending the knees, bringing the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice, well-deserved hug. And then turn over towards your right or left side. And then very slowly come back towards a seat. You can keep your eyes closed. Just feel how you're feeling right now. What is present? What is alive? And bring both hands together in front of your heart. Bringing your hands again together, your thumbs pressing your heart pressing towards your thumbs. Sit up straight and tall, soft but firm. And lowering down your head towards your heart. And thank yourself for the time you spent practicing being with yourself, with yourself. Let's finish with one Om, lifting up the head. Exhale completely, all the air out, out, out. Then take a deep breath in. Om Bolo Shri Satguru Bhagavan Gi Jai. The only teacher of truth is that teacher inside of you. So we bow to that teacher. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this class. It's really, really nice. You can subscribe on my channel, never miss a class anymore. Write some comments below. I always really like to read them. And I hope to see you soon. Stay in contact. Bye bye.